We are in Middelburg, where employees of Mafube Coal have downed tools demanding various demands from the employer. They have sat down on the table and have tabled some of these demands, but it seems that they have deadlocked with the employer. But now, speaking to us about these issues, and as you can see behind me, it's almost more than 300 employees who have taken arms and have downed tools and have come out here. This is the second week of the protest. Joining me right now is the chairperson of the NUM, Thabo Mkhoi, just to speak to us about some of the issues. Thabo, thank you so much for your time and for speaking to us this afternoon. If you can just briefly summarize some of the issues. We understand that salary negotiations are part of the issues that brought you out here on the streets this afternoon. If you can just speak to us about that.
No, thank you for having us. The burning issue here is the issue of 100,000 that, of course, we believe employers are rightfully so in terms of wanting this 100,000 share. Issue, if you look at the issue, it was actually brought by the CEO and CFO of Nonhlanhla. Therefore, we are then saying they cannot turn on their backs when they promised that equally the joint ventures would get something out of the share scheme. Today, it cannot be that workers that rightfully come to work every day and work hard to make sure that this company is successful do not get anything out of it. Therefore, we decided to say that enough is enough. We are not longer going to take anything more that they are saying or be exploited. And of course, the second issue that is more close to our hearts is the issue of the full-time. It is impossible as a union to not have a full-time office because we need to coordinate ourselves. And the importance of it is rightfully demonstrated by these workers here to say that we actually in that phase where we deserve a full-time. And of course, when it comes to this issue of our wages, it is very clear that we are dealing with an arrogant at best management where they are forcing us and cornering us into a 3-year deal for the sake of having a sweetener. We are then saying it's not going to happen. Workers are then saying that we are at a point where our living conditions are deteriorating each and every day. All we are seeking is just a fair slice of the pie, and that's only what these workers are seeking.
Going back to the 100,000 deal, if you can just explain it to us or break it down to us, how exactly is it supposed to happen? You also mentioned, we know that there's Exxaro in the picture as well. There's also Nonhlanhla mine in the picture as well. How is this linked to your mine, and how is it expected to work and benefit you guys?
No, thank you. To just break it down, we are a joint venture between Exxaro and Nonhlanhla. So Nonhlanhla then embarked to say, look, maybe we'll need to create a scheme where workers can directly benefit from the company. That is granted. What we are then saying is when the CEO announced that actually we will also be part of that scheme, we were all happy as workers. We were only then surprised when people went for the signing of the scheme. We were not part of it. They told us of many technicalities of us being a joint venture. Then we are then saying that it is totally wrong because we directly, in fact, contribute to these two big companies. It can't be that these two companies are successful because we equally put a part into these two companies and not benefit from it. And I think that is the core of the issue, and we are calling for the two CEOs to come and match their heads and come and solve this crisis that we are in.
Lastly, how long are you guys planning to be out here? We understand this is the second week. Any word from management or your employers about coming back to the table and trying to solve this issue? Because we understand that production is also stopped because you guys are out here.
No, you are correct. We have stopped production. The lesson must be learned by management that the workers will remain an asset in this company. It is not the people in the offices that actually run this company. It is these workers. And of course, the workers have then directed and given a mandate that we are going to seek this money. Even if we stay here for months, it is okay. We are clear that we are tired of being exploited. It is no longer going to happen. It cannot be right when you look at their bonuses that these people get. They smile every day going back home while we go home with nothing. So it is clear that we are going to stand here until management and its arrogance is then put aside so we can actually solve this problem.